fashionably late. So
I'm already done with my card, so.
Yep, Joseph's fashionably late as usual, right, Matt? Pretty standard.
Yeah, he thinks he owns this place is the problem.
I swear, it feels that way, doesn't it? But how is everybody doing? It's been a few weeks.
it's been a month,
It's
huh?
been a hot
Longer,
minute.
longer for Matt. Matt missed
did
the
miss
last
one,
one. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then Dre was off on some con adventures and opened the Great White North of Canada.
I missed like one or two of these.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, thank
got
you for
the-
having me back. Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Jay Fife down here and Chris Crumbs Art over there on the far end. Dre's down. I'm getting better at this pointing thing, man. Dre's down there in the corner.
We got
So,
Rip
and of course-
Torn circled in the center.
We got Matt OCD Marvel sketch cards. Matt, you've kind of got the Unabomber thing going on here, man.
Yeah. People
Everything good?
told me I had to try it, so
It looks all right. I'm digging it. Are you
It-
gonna go
it-
full on Lewis with it, like all the way down, like to your chest, or
the problem is it looks bearable when I'm in this little box, but
Yeah.
it
gets itchy? It gets itchy.
not even that. It's thin. It's thin. Yeah. It's up close. It's kind of like, ew. I asked my daughter, I'm like, on a scale of 1 to terrible, what do you think? And she wouldn't answer me. That
Well, I
told
mean,
me
you've got the. So I've got like the salt and pepper stuff going on. You've got like the all on Santa.
yeah,
stuff going
full on
here
gray,
with
except for your
yeah. Little touch of little hair care for men. John Cena's doing it, so it's got to be okay. So look at this. So the man's got time to watch, but he ain't got time to be on.
Look
time.
at this, I tell you.
Unbelievable. Donnie boy. What's up, Donnie boy? How you
Hey.
doing tonight? Hope you're well. Snicked. Shane, how's it going?
What's up,
Saying
man?
hi to Doc. It's your Jayhawk fan 23. Welcome in. So, well, without further ado, let's why don't we just go ahead and get the wheel up. Let's get the names going. We got repeat customers tonight. So everybody kind of knows the rules.
There's no Venom though, right? Have we decided this?
There's no
Venom
Venom. Yeah,
is-
no repeat character. He's on the
off the
ban
list.
list now. Yeah.
Or any symbiote? I'm looking
No
for every
symbiotes.
loophole possible.
No symbiotes.
Okay.
I
All
can
right,
get behind that. I'm happy with that. That's good.
Chat. Let's see what we got here. We got Ghost Rider, Jeff the Land Shark, Man Thing, Predator, Godzilla, or one of the monsters from the Godzilla world, Mystique, Batgirl, Savage Dragon, Trapjaw, Krang, Thanos, Earthworm Jim. I'd love to see that one. Jar Jar could be a really fun one. Dread, Mortal Kombat. So that could be any of the characters from Mortal Kombat. We got Two-Face, Darkwing Duck, Chitara from Thundercats, Hellboy,
Oh,
and one of the Ninja Turtles. No duplicates. So that would mean that each of the artists have to draw a different Ninja Turtle.
if I remember correctly, there's some more terms and conditions as to how he wants that run. But I don't think we need to get into it unless the name actually gets chosen.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, see, Shane's wanting some Hellboy action. Yeah, see, everybody wants to see something a little bit different. I think that's, you get sketches out there and everybody sees a lot of the same stuff all the time. It's nice to see some new stuff, some fresh stuff. So,
I would be pulling for a Man Thing because the art would be great and the discussions while they're being drawn would be classic.
absolutely.
I had one I wanted.
Maybe be pushing censorship.
I wanted one that I didn't know if everybody would know because I think I'm aging myself here. But
Yeah.
going back to the indie time, any of you guys know Fat Freddy Scat?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Nope.
From the, it was in the
my
70s.
two choices tonight were Darkwing Duck and Chitara. So Mojo wants to see Mysterio on the wheel someday. You know what, Mojo? We'll make that happen for you next time. I'll preemptively put Mysterio in as one of my picks for next time.
We've got Mystique. That's pretty close alphabetically, right?
It's alphabetically. Yep. I'm not familiar with Savage Dragon. What's that?
Eric Larson.
I'm just fascinated by the ads that are going on the screen.
Oh yeah. We got some hockey ads. Of course, playoffs right now. Canada's sport. We all know that, right, Dre?
I wouldn't know.
Dre's like sports ball. What's that? Chat, you guys know how this works. The artists each get 30 minutes in total, 2 15-minute halves to draw the character that the line ends up on the wheel. Pencils will be down on the canvas when we start. They can draw any version of that character that they wish. So if they wish to do some sort of weird take on the character, they're more than welcome to do that. They don't have to go straight off of the source material. We've seen some great renditions. Yeah, an artist, no screen peeping either. We don't want another Old Man Venom, Michael Munshaw episode like we had last time with the ET drawing the exact same figures. That's just, yeah. Do your take on it. But we need a number from the chat. We need to know how many times we want to random the wheel here. So chat, give us a number. We'll get this wheel spun, figure out who the artists are going to be drawing tonight. And you never know. We might end up having them have to draw
12. Oh, you're going to get carpal tunnel.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And here we go. Good luck, artists. Your fates have been determined.
Oh, there we go.
Little Hellboy action.
Look, there you
There we
go.
go. There we go. Very nice.
That's
Nick is really going to scratch that itch.
Yep. Little Hellboy action. Yep. Shane picked the number of random and he wanted Hellboy. See, so it worked out for him. So,
there we go.
Got to be quick to draw. All right, Matt, you got our timer for us.
I got our timer, 15 big old minutes.
Let's delay for Joseph.
Wait for Joseph. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I thought we were giving him a penalty.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm about to pull up at my house.
Please delay a few minutes. Oh my goodness! Now what are we going to talk about for a few minutes?
I'm taking advantage and realigning my camera since I bumped it.
There you go. Ray, how was your con event that you had?
It wasn't a con event, it was a conference, not a con.
Conference, con event, same thing, man.
Yeah,
no different.
It was long. Not the same.
Work conference, not pleasure conference. I'm guessing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Shane's claiming the Hellboys. Shane, you're gonna have to get on it early because if Jeremiah shows up, he's been trying to get one from each of the episodes. So get on it quick there, Shane.
I don't know. I put Hellboy on the wheel. Do I get any sort of dibs?
Right? Joseph says he'll take the penalty.
The penalty is for the first 2 minutes. He has to use his non-dominant hand.
Oh my goodness! For the first 2 minutes, I mean, he's done enough of these. He could probably sacrifice 2 minutes, honestly.
I just in my head a very special Sketch Wars where everybody has to use their non-dominant hand.
Oh, that could be interesting. That could be very, very interesting.
I'm thinking there's some LOLs to be had there.
I'm pretty sure Jay's ambidextrous, so
Can I
don't
trade
think.
you that for?
All right, so we won't invite him to that episode for sure.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
What's funny
We started getting some of the MentalCon stuff coming in too, Matt. So that'll be nice to start showing that soon.
Love it. How was Jakey? You must talk to him once in a while, right? He's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, he's been busy with work, life.
Work is good.
It goes in cycles like that.
These days, any work is good work. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know when you're gonna be out the job or get the promotion. So
thank you, dear. Thank you. Thanks.
It just focused. Stupid camera.
Yeah, I think you got it, Chris. It looks like it locked in.
I'm done with my card, guys. It's Snowboy.
Invisible Woman.
Snowboy.
Nice. I'm parking now. Thank you guys for waiting. Yeah, no problem, Joseph. We do take tips, and so
bribes too. Always go for bribes.
So if you got any connections with the Baltimore Ravens, autographs are acceptable.
The Baltimore Ravens. I have only been to Baltimore once, and Yeah, I'm in no rush to go back.
Yeah, I hate driving through there. It's not as bad as some other places, but
And I was there. It was a while ago, and I mean, it was before what's it called now? The Fenty Fold. It's before that was everywhere.
mm.
The what?
So artists, what are we kind of envisioning for our Hellboy? We looking at doing because we usually end up with a pretty good mix of close-ups, half bodies, stuff like that. A little different positioning with the bodies recently. Anybody got a special take that they're gonna try to work on here with this one?
I was thinking of making them red.
Gonna make them red?
Wow.
Okay.
Going out on a limb there.
And I got him holding a pistol pretty much with the trench coat, but
Okay.
we'll see how it turns
We'll have
out.
to check with Dre. We have to check with you. Our firearms are acceptable in the sketches. You know, we want to make sure we're meeting all the criteria.
Yeah, that's fine.
Gender swap, okay?
I can make it a
That's
water
what you want to
pistol
do.
if I need.
No, I'm serious. I mean, I can't hear it. Is that good or?
Yeah, you want to do a female Hellboy? Do a little hell gal? That's your call,
Do a
man.
hell gal? Do a hell gal?
You can do a
It's
hell
your
gal, yeah.
take on-
You can
Your
do
take on the
Hellboy as a
character.
teddy bear. I mean, you got a lot of leeway here.
You could do Hellboy as Jeff the Land Shark.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Jeff the Land Hellboy.
There you go.
And I guess the interesting question, we're sort of getting ahead, we're not even doing live here, is, but do you go traditional and just bold ink like Mingola, or do you go that color route, right? I could see benefits to each.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But in terms of one to do not color, this seems like a pretty good one.
Either way, I mean, you could even still go bold inks and then throw color in.
You could do both. You could.
I'm really interested to see if Dre's going to go. I'm really interested to see if Dre's going to do the cartoon take he's been doing on some of his recent quicker sketches, or if he's going to go more his normal style and then spend the few hours afterwards trying to finish it up.
So you mean get to like 10% done and then do the rest off screen?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with the
The
airbrush
usual.
and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, but some of those have been absolutely amazing. That ET he did. I keep going back to the ET episode just because, like, he completely scrapped everything at halftime and was like, "This just isn't working." And then what he came up with afterwards was just absolutely amazing. Joe's here. Hey, Joe.
Yo,
Welcome in.
sorry guys. Thank you for delaying for me.
Yeah, late dinner, late work.
Yeah, man, Mother's Day, late dinner.
No,
You try to steal that penguin? No.
I don't think he heard you, Dre.
Nah, definitely didn't. All right, let me switch my camera.
While we are waiting, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And happy Mother's Day to the 5 mother effers who are here with me. Check out the size of that dongle right there.
Hey.
It's not the size of the dongle that matters.
Right. It's whether it's like it's all shredded, right?
All right, artists, when you guys are ready, go ahead. Just place your pencils on top of your cards for us. Donnie says, Shane is probably so happy you guys are doing Hellboy. He was hoping for Batgirl. Ah, very nice.
I'm happy we're doing Hellboy too.
This is like the Kentucky Derby where all the good horses line up and then you got that one stray who they just can't get to the gate.
One horse.
They're like trying to throw carrots at him and he just won't move to that gate.
It's the one that as soon as that thing closes, it takes off right to the front.
Exactly. Runs out of the gate like he's on meth or something. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I hope so. I'm not on meth, but
all right, I'm ready on the timer.
All right, Matt, you can count them down and get them rolling.
All right. Everybody at the ready. Let's do 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right. As always, 15 minutes sounds like a lot on paper, but never ends up being that much, does it?
No, it doesn't. The artists say it every time. It goes by so much faster. And, these guys have all been on here before, so they're pretty experienced with this as well. I know there's a few people in the chat that do this kind of off on the side, and they spend about a week doing their sketches. And I'd love to see some of their finished works too that they do, even though it's not a 30-minute thing. Still love to see what they're drawing out there. So,
oh yeah, love
if
to
you
get
guys
them
get a
on
chance, make sure you tag at Sketch Card Wars on Instagram so we can check those out. Pulling Fire today, we are doing Hellboy today. So Shane is pretty excited about that. He's not the only one though. So, all right. So it looks like we're doing mid torso with Joseph. Pretty standard scaling for Joseph. That's usually what he goes with, is kind of that mid abdomen torso area. Jay is going to go with the closer mid chest, mostly head and shoulders there. And we got Dre is going to do. Looks like he's doing portrait.
Yep.
And I'm
extreme close up.
Extreme close up. Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to get some of that Magnola feel, or Magnola. However you pronounce it.
Now,
Samuelson.
are any of you guys going just by memory and not using a reference?
Tonight I am, yeah.
I'm using a reference.
Matt, I was just going to ask you that because we didn't afford them time to actually look for a reference. So I was hoping that if they needed it, they were using it during that time we were waiting on Joe to show up.
No, I'm not drawing like an actual picture. I'm just looking at it just so I know what's what.
Oh, Donnie, all you got to do is send Dre a message. He'll let you in, I'm sure. He says he can't wait to be on this show. Hopefully next week for his birthday. That'd be so cool, man.
Happy early birthday, then.
Absolutely.
To do a special Donnie edition.
I love seeing the pencils as they're starting to come together. Like, you just start with a couple circles, and then just the amount of lines that get put together. Because looking like Dre's got some shadowing and everything going on, and so is Jay. But looking at Chris, like the thickness of his lines that he's using to kind of create that definition and that dimension, the dimensionality in the face, the structure of the face already.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how it all builds out. Because on Jay's right now, to me, I can almost see like an elf wearing goggles. Like, it almost looks feminine. So I'm fascinated.
He did say he was going to do a gender bender.
Oh, that's right. Oh, there you go. That's right.
Because he had asked about that. Yep.
Yeah. No, I love that.
So again, it's just because there's a specific character that gets picked. It's nice because the artists have that freedom to draw the character as they want to draw the character in that moment.
That's what's great about something like this is.
I'm definitely seeing that Magnola right there already.
Explain Magnola for us, Matt, for those that might not understand.
Very stylized. He's got some angular lines and very bold inks is the easiest way I would describe him. But once when you think of Hellboy, it was him. He did all the original comics. He created the character, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he co-created it.
Yeah.
I think he might have been the only one, though. And that and the the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Development, the BPRD, all those characters there.
Did he do RIPD as well?
No, that was a whole other shtick. Who was in that? Oh my god, yeah, that was
not the movie. I'm talking because there was a.
Oh, I was thinking of the movie.
Yeah, the movie was Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, that's just awful. The Rest in Peace department. Ugh.
Yeah.
So we have our first inks on the card. Chris is on inks already.
Chris doesn't waste any time.
No, he doesn't. He knocks them out. Matt, how are we looking on time for these
We're
gentlemen?
coming up on the first 5 minutes done, so we still get 10 left.
Very nice.
RIPD is not part of the Hellboy universe.
No, I know it's not part of the Hellboy universe, but I'm just wondering if that was the same people that made.
Oh, gotcha.
Was Kelsey Grammer? Is that who did the actor that played him in the movies?
No.
Who was it that played
Luke
him in the
Perlman.
movie?
The dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Ron
Yeah.
Perlman, not Luke
Yep.
Perlman.
Okay. Oh,
But
yeah.
But then didn't they do the new one? It was the guy from Stranger Things there. Didn't he do one?
Yes, and the new one, The Crooked Man, is, I don't know who that was, but that was a really strange film.
David Harbour, right?
Yeah, he wasn't
Perlman's
in
just
the
got that
one.
natural jaw structure for it.
Don't mind me.
I just get so lost just watching him draw.
I know it's almost like
Bounce back and
eyeball
forth.
ASMR, right? Whatever the
Mhm,
equivalent of
mhm.
visual would be.
Pull this back a little bit. I keep bumping it.
And if we could hear like the scritching of the pencils and the heavy breathing, it would be perfect.
Oops. Well, where did it go? Wrong button. There we go.
Broke it.
I broke it. Hit the wrong button. There we go. Close up with Joseph's there. Coming together nicely, Joe.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And seriously, shout out for giving me a few moments to get home. Same thing with everybody in the chat. Shout out for hanging out and dealing with me. I know I'm going to get turned into glue afterwards by Matt, but I appreciate it.
Really liking that close up there.
Yeah, it's looking great, Chris.
Thank
I
you.
mean the brows. It reminds me of a line from Toy Story. I packed your angry eyebrows. Whoa. Somebody around the dish disposal.
We got Dre getting some inking on the card now.
Very, very stoic version of Hellboy. Although with Hellboy, that could be his happy face, right?
Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's not.
Sorry,
he's not a big
guys.
smeller.
That was an airbrush. So.
Getting it all warmed up and ready to go.
No, I already colored his face a little just to get some red in there.
There you go. Looking great, Dre.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Jay's here.
Oh, with the
Very
cigar.
nice. Oh, cigar. I was just going to ask, where's the first cigar going to be? And he puts it on his. Very nice. I'm digging this. I'm digging this version here, Jay. This is very
I was
nice.
expecting more cleavage out of Jay.
That's on top of the head, right? Isn't that it?
check your private messages, Dre.
On it.
You told us PG-13, man. There's only so much you could show PG-13.
Yeah, it's one of the things I don't like about doing cards. It's just the area. It's just too small.
If I remember correctly, Jay's not afraid to use the French curves in his pin-up work.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny you mentioned it. I have one.
Yeah,
I have
got-
one ready.
Yeah.
Matt, this has got to be one of the farthest along.
We've seen that
Overall.
every show. People go faster and faster. I think the word's
seems
getting
that
out
way.
that you
We're
you
getting
snooze, you
closer and
lose.
closer. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer on the midway point, and the cards are getting farther and farther along. We're seeing further and further completion on the cards before the 30 minutes is even completed.
Coming up on 5.5 minutes left. Yeah, with the color already down, that may be a new record. And granted, just a little base coat to sort of help
Mhm.
flesh it out, but still. Yeah, Dre just channeling Mignola there with those angular inks.
I'll go in a different direction after the break, but I think as long as
Different.
I get
You gonna like
this-
add googly eyes or something?
Yeah.
Googly eyes.
No, I mean stylistically.
Yeah,
Paul
just-
says that's the one thing that he loves about the sketch cards is being able to see what people can do on such a small medium.
And for me, it's not just the small medium. It's just
Hi, little
seeing
baby.
how the visualization in the mind and just executing it so well. It just blows me away. Jeez, Chris is gonna like put down his pen at the halfway mark and just
He's
watch doom
in
scroll
there.
on TikTok in the second half.
some final little touches, and
Right? Jeez.
let's check in on our
Oh, there it is. There,
resident symbiote here.
Look at that, all fancy.
Looking good, Joe.
Thank you, guys. I'm rushing so much. I wanted to be able to take a little time this episode, but scratch that. I'm rushing.
Interesting that of the four, it looks like you're the only one showing the fist there, right?
I haven't looked up. I
Yeah,
have
we got a
no
little.
idea.
Chris has a little bit there in the bottom corner. Yeah.
I got that stogie. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep. Got the little stogie there.
Everyone's got their nice little flair they're adding. I'm liking that.
And sorry about it. Any background noise. My daughter's next to me playing.
No, you're good.
Didn't have a chance to
Are we
get the
on time?
headphones set up.
Are we on time yet?
We are coming up on 2.5 minutes. I'll give you the 2-minute mark when it's ready.
So Chris is doing his coloring here, and it's kind of got like I'm picturing like war paint on like a Native American with what he's got going on with the different coloring and the different tones of red.
And once it's all blended, I'm interested to see how it kind of works there.
Yeah, just throwing down little different shades right now.
2 minutes.
I still have some inking I want to do. So I just wanted to.
Shout out to chat for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We got 10 watching. About almost done with the first half of the Hellboy sketch tonight.
Yeah, I do feel like we're like the best kept secret on the internet. Just come and have some fun with something like this.
That's
Gotta get
right.
the word
We're episode 8 here. We got 9 and then 10. You got big plans for 10 for us?
That's the plan. We'll see what happens.
Excellent. Excellent. It'll be exciting, I'm sure. Nice. Jay's throwing down some shadowing, some different color here.
1 minute left. Got the little leather suit going on there. Nice. Did we lose Joseph? He seems to have wandered off. There he is.
Oh, he's still here.
He's confident. He's like, I can give up 30 seconds.
Exactly.
All right, so Nathan, here. I'm going to throw something out there. Jays, do you see Jubilee like I see Jubilee?
Yes.
Thanks. Now I can't unsee that.
Jubilee with the
It's
stove.
okay. Don't worry about it. It looks great.
It's the yellow of the costume. That's what suddenly all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
Yeah,
Wait a minute here.
The COVID stuff.
That's definitely going to change. That's definitely going to change.
But no, it's looking great, man.
And we're time's up. Pencils down, everybody.
Pencils down. All right, everybody's down. We got Jay up on the screen, so we're gonna let Jay go first. So Jay decided to do gender bender, hell gal. So Jay, tell us what you're going for here, what you're wanting to accomplish in the second half, and how far and what you think you've gotten so far that you really like.
Well, personally, right now, I kind of feel like I'm part of that Saturday Night Live sketch with the cakes, where we go into this great description about what's going on, and then you're looking at something that's pretty much screaming "kill me." No. I mean, I'm. This isn't something I'm usually used to doing, so I'm of course having my anxieties over it. But yeah, that was sort of I don't know where the idea came from. We were talking about Hellboy. I was kind of sketching up some Hellboys on the side, and then it kind of hit me as like, well, what if we just did a Hellgirl? And
I like
that's
it.
That's why I was asking. I thought, we're going to try something like a kind of more of a sexy vampish kind of approach to it, but and that's kind of where I'm hoping to go with it, and girls with cigars, that's sexy.
I mean,
it's looking great.
From what I've seen on past shows, where you are now, I feel like you have so many different directions to go. I feel like you are perfectly positioned right now for the second half.
I hope so. I'm going to get the tones right. That's I was kind of marking down the color with the markers, and I think I was a little too limited with them. And I'm going to switch over to watercolor at this point and see how that works. And that we'll have a lot more control over the.
I know, right?
Very nice. Oh, Josh, you only missed the first half, Mr. Warner. We still got another 15 minutes to go of drawing.
Hey, Josh.
Mr. Warner.
Chris, hey. You were up, sir. Tell us what you got going on with your piece, where you're wanting to go with it, and
I just want him to look mad and want to add a lot more detail in the wrinkles. I still have like 2 more shades of red to throw in there, some gray, maybe a blue background or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, as long as he looks mad to me, I'm good.
There you go. Simple, right? Simple with it.
Yeah.
Hey, Raj, how you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well.
What I like about this one is there's room to put the background, but it's going to be subtle, right? It's not going to take over the piece. It's just going to be an accent,
right?
Oh yeah,
like just literally right in your face. Great for a character like Hellboy.
Absolutely. All right, Andre, you are up, sir.
Yeah. So Hellboy. I think I'm done with the inks, and I'm gonna slap some paint on it and see what I can do quick. I don't want to work on this till the wee hours of the morning.
Oh, so you're going for a finished piece in 15 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see if I get there.
Finally,
wow. I picked a hell of a week to stop drinking.
Right. All right, Joseph.
It'll be rough, but it'll be okay.
It'll be rough, but all right, Joseph.
All right.
Tell us what you got going on with your piece here. You got the second 2 of 4 with the stogie.
Yep. So I'm pretty much just starting to put the colors down. I'm gonna color the jacket in, get all the shading done, get all the reds done, and then just do like a smoky kind of watercolor background, and then I'll be good to go.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I figured I had to include his hand in there because that's kind of like his little signature besides the sawed off horns and I guess the stogie.
And the whole devil thing.
Yeah. I wanted to be able to like put his gun in there, but I definitely want to have time for it. And where his hand is now, it would just look like he's pointing at his own face. So we're just going for it, man.
That's what the show is all about,
That's it.
Just go for it.
That should be
all right, artist.
We talked about some crazy rules, Nathan. Maybe we won't do this week, but I like the idea of mixing it up somehow in the second half. We need to talk about that. Come up with
the non-dominant hand. I'm down.
Yeah, right.
Switch it up for the finish. Oh my goodness.
You should dance.
That could be an artist just like setting their pencil down and be like, I'm not doing it
Yeah,
anymore.
exactly.
You might
we
have
lost
to switch
Jake.
it up where you do non-dominant
Hello?
hand at the start. That gives them
Hello?
the second half that if they want to fix anything, they can. Jay, we just lost your camera, sir.
All right, hold
Your audio's still there.
on. Shoot.
But
He's
yeah, man, you might have to
coloring
do
right now.
you might have to do non-dominant hand at the start, so that way if they want to fix anything in the second half, they got time to be able to do that.
I might make that one of my wheel. Any character but ...
Character but ... Dre did say that we might eventually bring back the wheel of change or switch ups wild cards for the character. Like do the character and then have the wild card wheel too.
Yes.
So we'll see.
Yeah, if we're going gender swapping Cottonmouth again, count me out.
No, well, on the bright side, we're not doing that again because Cottonmouth is off the list. But doesn't mean we're not going to gender bend someone.
Could do different
Josh.
sizes too.
Josh, I
Gender
couldn't
bend
wear a
boy.
U of M hat tonight because everybody was getting upset about the winners.
And
All right.
that reminds me, Matt, I would like to clarify something.
Uh-oh.
The Venom episode, I didn't pick Venom, so that wasn't me. And then this episode, I made sure no symbiotes, no nothing. And I heard you saying, like, is there any loopholes? I made sure to go out of my way. I picked what was
You
it?
know,
Ghost Rider?
the tail's looking a little symbiote-esque. I don't know. Might have
It's
to lose
Venom's
points for
fault.
that.
The smoke from the cigar, is a little symbiote.
I
smoke.
don't know. I'm suspicious of that. We'll have to
gonna
go to
happen.
the judges.
And I picked
All right.
Jeff DeLand.
Artists, if you're ready, pencils on the paper.
1 second. This is more color.
Oh, Warner, I'll do it for you, Warner. Go white.
There we go.
Just for you.
All right. Looks like everybody's good. Oh, it would help if I had the...
Donnie says we need 3 15-minute rounds for us rookies.
Oh.
No way, Donnie. You got to challenge yourself. 3 15-minute rounds gives you too much time to finish. You got to challenge yourself.
I was about to go.
3-minute rounds.
Dre's pencil's gone.
Oh, sorry.
All right. All right. We're start in 5 seconds. 3, 2,
And
1.
we lost Jay
and
again.
begin. Oh, crap.
Oh,
Pause.
shit.
Wait. No, don't start yet.
I
Don't
don't know what's
start.
going on, guys. I'm sorry.
He's recent. You're okay, Jay.
No,
Don't
we're
worry
okay.
about
He's coloring it.
it. He's swapping it out for the already finished version of Hellboy
Yeah,
that he
yeah,
had
I got
already
it.
drawn.
Yeah, I've done 300 different versions of everything leading up to this. And
Yeah, it's
Exactly. Yep. And that's why he specifically mentioned the gender
swap.
bender one, because he's like, it's a stack of gender swap Hellboys, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna just pick my best one in the second half, draw
There we
something
go.
similar to it in the
There we go.
first.
Yeah, I just got to scratch Jim Lee's signature off of it. That's
We're hip to your guys' games. We know what you're up to. There you go, Donnie. Gonna use his birthday as a trick to get graded on the show too. That'd be awesome.
okay.
All right.
I think I'm
Pencil
done.
down.
Pencil
All right.
down again.
It's
All
our
right.
first time.
We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, and begin.
Hey, Brian Michalski, what's up, man? You missed the first half, but the second half is where they finish all their goodies. So it's gonna be interesting to see, like, as far as like finished sketches, I think Chris is probably the closest to being finalized with his sketch and his style. Jay is certainly second. I'm gonna say Joseph is next on that list, and Dre is last because I know Dre. He says he's not gonna put extra time in, but he always does.
See, I'm going to disagree with you. Knowing the character and knowing Mingola's style, I think he's further along than you realize.
Could be.
But yeah, all in all, I mean, when you think back to the first couple episodes, everybody's head and shoulders ahead of where everyone was on those.
Absolutely.
Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
That's my daughter's favorite song. Don't sing it too loud.
Okay.
About to come bursting through this door like, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Look at this fancy
Frank
grip.
Miller colors.
Look
Brian
at-
saying Frank Miller colors.
What is going on here?
He's giving a wash.
I have no idea. Dre, what is going on here? For us non-artists, tell us what you're doing.
I'm glazing. And there's a very light blue tint coming into it.
Show.
But it's wet, so it's picking up the light. But you'll see as it starts drying, because this dries pretty quick.
All right. And again, for those of us who are artistically challenged, glazing accomplishes what now?
Well, glazing is the process of doing a very light color wash over something. So I'm applying a very light blue.
Gotcha.
But what I'm trying to do is cover all my whites with one solid color. That way I will have no whites to worry about. And whatever color I use in the background is not going to be the final color. And people do pay more for glazing. And it also helps harmonize the entire piece if you have the same color underneath everything else. My inks are bleeding, so it's making life more complicated.
Mm.
Oh, no,
Chris has got his background in now, putting some
going with the cracks.
some lines.
As I recall, I don't know if it was the original or the new movie, but you saw him in one scene filing it down with like a giant wood rasp.
Yeah, like they would do with like a horse hoof or something. That could be a funny sketch right there, Matt. Hellboy in the barber chair getting his horns filed. By Dupe, right?
Oh, of course. Gotta be Dupe.
Dupe
Oh,
the
with
barber.
a Thai massage parlor asking for a happy ending.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, this show is always a happy ending. Come on. You got 4 pieces of finished art. Does it get any happier than that? Right? That's what it means, right?
Allie says, "Go Crumbs Art."
Yay!
AKA,
Yeah.
there you go. No bias there at all.
No bias whatsoever. Hey, that's okay.
Who's Alex?
Joe's on mute, but he's doing. He's getting his color going.
Lots of background noise here.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Like I said, I did not have time to set my headphones up.
I know sometimes I'm a broken record on this, but Nathan, I always love to see both markers and watercolors and just watching all of this sort of color theory and how they all come together. It's just...
And how they kind of...
boggles my mind.
Yeah, these quick sketches like this, it gives them a chance to really just test the different things and how they work together, right? Like Trey said, like his inks were bleeding after, like, while doing that wash. So I mean he obviously knows that already, that it's going to happen. So it allows them to kind of account for it a little bit too, right?
And just watching Jay here, for example, like he's going so fast as well with the colors. I mean, to me as a non-artist, I'm like, he's faking it, right? But then you see how this all comes together, and it's just like, how did you know to do that there to get it?
Yeah, it's an ancient scientific principle called winging it.
So some of the greatest.
Is that from The Art of War?
Yeah. Sun Tzu, he says, when finding oneself in a moment of stress, just panic and throw your arms up in the air and run screaming at the target, and see what happens.
Yeah, it works out 50% of the time.
50% of the time.
Yeah, right. 50% of the time, it works 100% of the time. There we go.
Warner says, Warner says art nerd stuff.
Art nerd stuff.
Matt, so you notice he did say that when you pointed out that it has Jubilee-esque style to it. Do you notice that you got the jacket's a darker tone now? And
Yeah, it's amazing.
coming
I
away
don't see
from
it at all now. Once the colors are blended in, it's gone.
Yeah.
Right,
Yep.
and which is amazing. It just shows how those little details can just completely change something up.
Mine's bugging me.
And then, I'm curious to see up close on Dre's based on how it was sort of going. Now, is it? Yeah, okay, it's blurry. I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
It's the
I was like
it's
the
wet
wash
and
got rid of
glossy,
everything.
so
Yeah.
I was like the wash really mashed everything
just
together.
washes it away. Yeah.
It's like there was lines there.
Hey, let me turn off some lights. Nope, that's not better.
Yeah, it's just definitely it's having trouble focusing. Not a big deal.
Yeah, as it dries, it'll pick back up, but
Yeah.
I can't
It's
stop
keeping
right
it as a surprise till the end. I can see Joseph quickly laying down some colors there, and this one's jumping to a much more finished one. We are now at the fifth halfway point, 7.5 minutes. Now, colored pencil.
Markers, watercolor, and then color pencil.
I like
Look
that.
at that. When it's wet, just sprinkle a little paprika on there too.
Oh yeah. Now I went very light with the watercolor, so it pretty much dried up right away.
Did we lose Jay's camera again?
No, he's at the top.
Oh, just on my screen.
There we go.
Marvelously Sketch, what's going on? How are you?
Ooh, now let's get Chris back on there. I see he's going with the crackling background there.
Doing a little Kirby crackle.
Yeah, and it is amazing to me how the white outlines make such a difference in adding definition and sort of depth to these things.
Matt, I have to head out and come right back in.
Sure.
I'm missing some of the cameras.
You got it. All right, now we can talk, guys.
Yeah, geez, finally.
All right, the PG-13 filter is off now. Yeah, I'm just the whites always amaze me, and it's funny when I was an early collector, and again didn't know a lot about the whole process. A lot of these times when I would see like the white edges, I sort of assumed they literally colored around those. That's how dumb I was. I'm like, wow, how do they avoid that little space? Yeah.
I actually do know an artist that does that. He does that with his pencil pinups.
Really?
And he will deliberately he actually leaves it as blank paper, and that's how much pencil control he has. As he can when he gets done with the thing, he'll background it does like this textured crosshatch background. I've tried doing it. I can't come close to what he does, but it's just amazing watching him do it. And you'd think that's what he did, was he would sit down and paint a white outline around it. No, it's just blank paper.
It isn't this thumbnails of these are always really interesting, because now looking at Jay's thumbnail, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting an Arthur Adams vibe from it in the thumbnail.
Ooh, thank you. That's one of my favorites.
I can't see Jay's camera.
No, even now.
No, it's on my end. You're good, Jay. If Matt can see it,
yeah,
you're good.
I can see it. Yep.
Yeah, it's on my end. For some reason, your camera's just a blank screen.
Arthur Adams is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean Arthur's amazing.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram and Facebook, and when he posts stuff, just like con sketches that he does, it just makes you almost want to quit.
We're gonna have to assume that Dre's is coming along.
Oh, is it just
Yeah, the big blurry mess. But again, trust the process. And we are now at 3.5 minutes remaining.
Good Lord.
Okay. Now it's time for the pro light. Oops, read the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting. I mean, there's similarities to them all, but we've definitely got 4 quite different takes.
Yeah, very distinct styles.
That was what I loved when we did the Modoc thing, how everybody just had such a different take on it.
Oh, yeah.
There were some seriously creative pieces that were coming out. I mean, Modoc's great for that. Yeah, Modoc really lends himself for that, but boy, there was some beautiful takes on that.
Roz says, Dre, you need to stop self-censoring your artwork.
I don't know what that means.
Bryce says, not a single one
Where's the
packing
food
up
truck,
yet.
Dre?
Now, of the 4, the 3, I sort of see their own style. Dre, is it safe to say you're channeling Mignola here and kind of putting your own style to the side? Yeah.
Yeah, so I want kind of that Mignola
Oops.
harsh black look, but I'm still painting it the way I would be painting.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Chris and Joseph, those are their styles. I recognize those. Jay, I don't know your stuff enough to know your style, but I'm getting the vibe that that's yours. Whereas I know enough about Dre's to know, yeah, he's going a different route here, which is always interesting.
I do a lot of pinups.
And 1.5 minutes left. It's panic time.
Oh, it's been panic time from the jump.
It's always panic time. Now, Jay, I'm noticing no real activity. You calling it done at this point?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm working.
Okay.
Did my camera freeze?
At least on mine now, I see it just sitting there. I'm not seeing any action.
Oh, darn it. Wait.
All right. Well, if as long as you're working on it, at the end we'll make sure the camera renders and we'll see it. It'll make it all a surprise.
Yeah, it's going to be 11 by 17.
My camera died again, I think. Yeah, I can't really stop right now.
45 seconds.
Woo!
Shoot.
Home stretch. You gotta absolutely love it. Oh, not sure. Nathan, we're sort of. Oh, there you are. You were just in darkness for a second there. 20 seconds.
I was in darkness?
Yeah, just the light sort of faded. It was like you were like I was waiting for you to be like
I had Jay's Instagram page pulled up.
5 seconds.
Darker
4,
screen.
3, 2, 1, and done. Pencils, inks, all that down, please.
And then Brian says his would have been in a bubble mailer already.
Yeah.
So some shots across the bow at the artist.
All right. Well, we get Dre on the screen. Why don't we start there? Maybe you can hold it up a little closer. We can see if we can get the.
Yeah, I mean, if you go do someone else, and I'll blow dry it, see if I can lose the glare.
Okay.
Certainly. All right, Chris. We'll start with you then, sir.
Yeah, he's ugly enough. I'm good.
Now, from where you started, do you feel like you got to what you were shooting for, or do you have anything along the way that sort of pushed you a little out?
I did as good as I could. I mean, I just like showing the detail, but I might have darkened it too much. But there's a lot of lines in there for wrinkles that can't really see on the. But yeah, I mean, I'm good with it. I wouldn't try to give this one away as a gift or anything, but I learn a lot every time I do this stuff. So as long as I'm having fun and learning good, I'm happy.
Love it. Joseph,
Yo.
what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, God damn, that went by fast.
That's sure where he was
Overall, I'm
going
happy.
with that.
Overall, I'm happy with it. I'll probably mess with it a little bit here and there, but it's practically done, minus some like highlights and whatnot.
Yeah,
Very
no, I
good, very good.
like the smoky sort of background.
Mhm.
You know, it's got sort of like that mist, effect that I think was even in some of the movie. So it really adds to it. Love the smoke effect. Subtle but really makes it pop.
I look how he added the tail. It frames it in like that.
Yeah.
I'll eventually kind of clarify the background with a bunch of swirls kind of all over the place to give it more of a smoky look. But this, for the time we had, I just needed to do something, so I just put a little bit of watercolor.
Looks
Good,
good
man.
though. Looks good. All right, let's go over to Jay here. Take a look at Jay's piece. There we go.
You know, I kept hearing you guys say Jubilee, but I didn't really have a chance to look up, and I do see it. Jubilee is puffing that stogie. Wolverine's like, hey.
I see it a lot less now that you fleshed out the colors and changed up the jacket a little bit.
Yes.
But yeah, in that early frame, it was very easy. Once you put the jacket in, we're like, hey, wait a minute.
You had quickly said, Jay, that you weren't happy with her hairline when you started adding that black in the background there.
Yeah, trimmed it off. See, it was a little too Frankenstein-y looking for me. I kind of had it going up too high with the. I overcompensated for the horns, and tried to round it off a little bit more.
Okay.
Because being a young girl, I didn't want to do a receding hairline like you usually get with a boy.
Yeah. But it does that black gives it a nice little separation from the background as well too.
Yeah, it
Looks
succeeded
great.
and it did push it forward a lot,
Hmm.
and then I was able to sneak a few lines in there, and then after this is done, that's probably what I'll do is I'll just kind of go in with a fine point and kind of tighten up some of the lines in there, and that's about it. Maybe a little bit more white for some highlights on the hair, but yeah, I'm a lot happier with this than I could have been.
Well,
That's
I think
good.
it
Yeah,
came
it
out great.
looks fantastic.
Thank you.
It's
I dig it.
All right, now that
Very
he's
feminine looking
done the
face.
hair dryer, let's see. Oh yeah,
So,
Yeah, Magnola.
yeah, I didn't get quite as far as I wanted, but not mad at it. Don't need to spend too much more time to clean it up.
It's kind of got a cool silk screen effect going on. I like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's just the glare because the camera can't focus on it right now. You can see as I move the light, you can see where there's more medium and where there's less. Like here, there's no
Yeah.
medium, so it's really flat. And here, but yeah, I can spend like half an hour on it. It'll be fine.
so here we
That's
are.
a big improvement. I mean, that's 2.5 hours improvement, Matt,
Yeah,
for drawing.
stop optimizing my time, baby.
We're at another one of those points, and I think we're going to see this going forward. Now that people will get the hang of this, I have a personal favorite, just stylistically, but I don't think there's a clear winner here. When you look at all of these,
No, yeah, I think these are all like I think somebody could take these sketches and just say yes, they're done with
absolutely.
all 4 of them. Obviously, the artist, they nitpick their own work and they want more things that they'd rather have done or whatever with their styles. But I think these are 4 very well rendered pieces for what we did for 30 minutes. Hey, it's the marvelous Mr. Munshaw.
Hey, much.
Whoa.
Great job by all 4 artists. Very kind, very kind.
I mean, me coming from a corporate background, I always sort of wonder, like, to me, right, there's the whole balancing act of the art versus the business side. And to me, obviously, doing a fully rendered sketch that people like in 30 minutes really hits that business side, right? Because then it's like, okay, well, I'm getting a better return on my time. But I know enough artists to know that I would be willing to. I mean, they're all sort of playing with them right now, anyways, right? So it's never, it just feels to me like you'd always want extra time for something like this, even though these came out amazing at this point. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I get a feeling if you were happy just doing 30 minutes and being done with it, you probably wouldn't be catching on as an artist in the end.
Yeah, and if you're interested in any of these pieces, Chad, just reach out to the individual artists too, and talk to them about possibly acquiring them as well. But follow on Instagram at Sketchcard Wars and at Dre Studios. They'll be posting the finalized images once the artists are completely done with the cards as well. So we can check those out. And if you are drawing in the chat and you drew a Hellboy this week, or you're going to draw a Hellboy this week, share that with Dre as well, so that way we can see it collectively as a community.
Yeah.
Dre, 2 weeks or next week? I don't know what our schedule is anymore.
Me neither. We will figure it out. If there's demand for next Sunday night, then maybe we do something Sunday night. Pretty sure I'm flying out on the 25th, so
there'll be a post. Follow at Sketchcard Wars on Instagram. There'll be a post.
There'll be a post that it's either going to happen or it won't.
Exactly. Yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell. Give us a thumbs up.
Hit the big button.
We're trying to figure out if we can do a sort of special side episode somewhere, but we'll see if that all pans out. We'll just throw that out there as a little teaser.
Plant a little seed somewhere.
Warner says, I've never only spent 30 minutes on a sketch except for Sketchcard Wars. Shane is already in everybody's DMs.
Yeah, he's probably secured 2 of them already.
Right. He's just waiting for the PayPal.
His camera didn't freeze. He was just giving out his PayPal info.
Exactly. Yeah. See, I didn't even draw one, and I'm giving Shane my PayPal info. All right, chat. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys all coming and hanging out with us tonight. Artists, you guys did a fantastic job again, as usual. So always great to see you guys' work. And Matt, you got to check out Jay's Instagram channel. Jay, you don't have it up on the screen, but what is your Instagram channel?
Nope, it's in the trailer.
Oh yeah, it's in the trailer below. Yeah. I didn't even see the trailer rolling down there. There you go, J5 Jr. There you go. And Crumbs Art on Instagram, and Old Man Venom, and Dre Studios, and OCD Marvel Sketch Cards, and True Blue Collectibles. See you guys.
See ya
later.
Bye.